Luke Adams, scout the stat line, third base, 2024, number 2 third baseman. Luke Adams comes in with a peak projection of 117.5 WRC plus, batting average of 234, on base percentage of 364, slug of 410, 19 home runs, 20 stolen bases, 13% walk rate, 23% K rate. And I think it's interesting to note he's had an absolute incredible 2 seasons within Milwaukee at a younger age, coming out of the draft as a prep player with the OBP. In 2023, Adams had a 400 OBP between A ball and just at A ball. And then 2024 in high A, his OBP was 443. So we're seeing the ability for him to get on base, have a great eye. He's a big kid, 6'3", 6'4", has power projection. Has had 11 home runs in 2024 and 11 home runs in 2023, both in about 100 games. Stolen bases in both seasons, had 30 and 23, had 28 and 24. Doc, this is a really interesting profile. The average just is not there. I'm assuming he's not aggressive enough without having watched tape because of that on-base percentage. Doesn't tap into that power as much as we would like to see a guy with this body. Has an odd swing, but he comes in at number 2 for STS. So what do you think of Luke Adams?
Well, there's a reason that he's on here and Brock Wilken's not. He knows how to take a walk, and Brock Wilken actually is good at taking walks, but he wasn't last year. So he can take a walk. He's a 400 plus OBP last 2 years, 443. I'm going to repeat that again. 443 OBP to go with a 227 batting average. So it's like, bro, you can lose 100 points off your OBP if it's going to give you
20
or, whatever, any amount of batting average. Because right now he's doing the Harry Ford dance, which is like, it's not going to play. You're too passive. It's the Edouard Julian kind of thing. I'm looking at his contact here. So this is what's encouraging for me. And frankly, I even before seeing these contact numbers,
real quick, what resource are you using this in case the listeners want to also dive into contact numbers?
Fangraphs.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So when I first started doing these podcasts, I would just go off Baseball Reference and manually, I would just use a calculator and figure out their K percentages because I'm just really dumb. Actually, I guess it's I'm like a weird breed of dumb where I'm doing something that takes more brain power than clicking on a screen. But anyway,
I think stuck in your ways of old school scouting is probably the best way to put it, right?
Yeah, I'm just a boomer. The boomer at heart. He's 20 years old, big body, fast. These are things you can't teach, and obviously you can't teach age, folks. But he's got time, is what I mean by how old he is. To maybe just work on that approach, utilize those tools better. So I'm saying he's not really worried about a K percentage. His walk percentage is unbelievable. So what I would be interested in knowing is his contact. I don't see the zone contact on here, but you can see in 2022 it was a major problem at complex level. Yeah, pretty young, right? But he had 52% contact. Boom! Went way up to 77 in 2023, and then 79 in 2024. These are good numbers, folks. In case you don't know, those are good contact numbers for Luke Adams. So he's clearly making good contact when he's swinging. He just needs to swing more. So we'll see what that looks like. I am confident the Brewers can also put those, put this math together. So hopefully next year, because he's still young, they can start him again at high A. And frankly, I probably would start him at high A and tell him, hey, go ahead and change your approach here at the safer level and see what happens. But if he refuses to do it, if he's just not doing it, no, chuck him to double A. So he has to learn. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't afford to be this passive. You're going to start getting exposed. You're going to be forced to be aggressive.
Yeah, I like that. I like that developmental path a lot because you're right. Those contact 76 and then bumping to 79, that's really encouraging. You could see that drop to, I would say 70. Then that's a concern. Does he reach the majors if his contacts at a 70? But if you start to see that power really jump up and that batting average jump up, I like to call it the body type. This is a linebacker, big kid, fast. We need to start to see some of those physical gifts really play out. But I would rather a guy have his profile at his age with his projection than a guy that is swinging a lot and is more power with low average. Would you agree? Like, do you think there's more upside here than a guy that's already showing power but just can't seem to hit over 250?
Can you give it? I mean, that is who Luke Adams is.
So I guess I would say they're swinging an extensively an
I see what
amount
you're
more,
saying.
right?
Yes,
Like
that'd be way more concerning.
yeah, they're on base percentages maybe a 330, right? So
Yes.
100 points lower than Adams. They're showing
Yeah.
some more power. They can't
I
hit over
actually,
250.
yeah. The more we dig into Luke Adams, the more I'm like, he's been available. Like, where did he go on our drafts? Probably he went late. I know he didn't go there.
I'm biased, right? When we talk about this because I'm a Brewer fan, I genuinely believe there is a slight chance we could have a Coby Mayo profile in Adams.
He's
It's not.
faster.
He's faster.
Way faster.
He's as big. He's a prep bat that was taken late in his year. I mean, I think if I remember, Adams was a 7th round pick. Let me scroll up here on Fantrax. 12th round, 26th pick. Like he's already provided value to the organization. But the power has to show. The hit tool, I just don't know it'll ever be Mayo's. Mayo's got a pretty good hit tool from where he started.
It's okay. Yeah.
But if he can find a hit tool and find 75% of Coby Mayo's power, he's already got a better eye. So I think Luke Adams is an absolute go buy him in almost any league just because of these numbers and see what happens.